Hey there, tech explorers. Welcome to AI Beyond Basics, where we don't just talk AI, we go beyond the basics. And today we are diving deep into something exciting. Before we start, if you are new here, please like and subscribe my channel. Let's get started. Think of LLM API calls as direct communication channels to powerful language models. Unlike running models locally, API calls let you access cutting-edge AI capabilities through simple HTTP requests. You send text prompts to remote servers, the model processes your input, and returns intelligent responses, all without needing massive computational resources. For example, you could integrate GPT, other models into your applications instantly. It's like having access to supercomputers that don't require hardware investment. Today, we are going to design AI agents using both paid and free LLM models. For this video, I'm going to use OpenAI's paid models and OpenRouter's free models. First, go to platform.openai.com, and it leads you to this landing page. Click on this setting icon. And click on API keys on left pane. Here you need to create your API key, and here's where you need to pay to OpenAI for using their models via API calls. If you need more info and payment methods, comment down below and I would showcase the process. My key is generated and I can use it to access the models via Continue plugin or via API calls. For coding, I'm going to use PyCharm IDE. I am going to use the Continue plugin to access the ChatGPT models from OpenAI. By default, the plugin gave me OpenAI configuration details, and I just need to fill in the API key, and it will update config.json file. Now I can see GPT-4o is already loaded for chat. Let's give a simple hi and check if we can get response back from GPT-4o. And yes, we got connected. So even if you are not aware of how to make basic API calls in Python scripting, no worries, we can ask ChatGPT to design one for us. I am going to create a new Python file and name it agent1.py. Here I am going to give the prompt. You are an expert in Python code development and give me the basic code to create an agent using API calls. Neat! It has generated a basic code. Let's try it out. You can see Insert Code option here, and if we click this, the code will be inserted into the agent1.py file and install any package issues if it comes up. Here, we need to make sure the correct URL is being used for proper model access. I have pasted here the updated URL. Let's just execute and see if it works. I know it will not, but let's see. Yes, here we got 401 client error as we are not authorized to do an API call. So what to do now? No worries. Let's ask the model to rectify the code. I'm going to ask it again, add the token authentication snippet and update the code you just gave. It has now generated the updated code snippet which we can use. I am going to select my main code and click Insert Code from Continue plugin, and I have the new lines here in agent1.py. I have updated the API URL and token details here. This is not the right way to define the API keys, but for now it's alright as we are just testing basic code implementations. And you can see we still have some errors while executing the code. Let's ask the model to rectify again. Just an information. In order for proper API calls, you need 3 basic requirements to be fulfilled: URL, headers, and payload. And in this code, I did not mention any model details, which is a part of payload. This code is incomplete without that, so let me update the same. Here we are going to change the user prompt and system prompt. For user prompt, I'm going to ask it to describe about dragons, and for system prompt, it is a historian. I found issues again in the code, so I started debugging the code using the model and finally found that the URL was missing a single S. It was my bad, and now we have a working code. I'm fast-forwarding the debugging process. Also, I used GPT-4 Turbo, as GPT-4o consumes more credits compared to previous models, which gets deducted from the payment I made. Here we go, I got the proper JSON response back from the API. Let's filter the JSON and make the actual contents we need be displayed on console. In the JSON response, you can see inside choices we have message, and inside message we have contents. We need to access this contents. Here I'm updating the code to read the contents. And boom, we got the actual response we need to be displayed on console from LLM. So till now we saw how to use the paid models. Let me show you how to use the free models. And for this I am using OpenRouter to access the free models. A note here, OpenRouter also gives access to paid models, and like OpenAI you need to pay for credits, and using those credits you will be accessing those paid models. But for now we see how to access the free ones. Once you create your account, go to this home button and click on keys. Here you get access to create your API key. Create one and keep it safe. And now as I create the API key you would be able to see it, but no worries, I will be deleting it in some time. Now we go back to PyCharm and update the configurations with relevant data for OpenRouter access. In config.json file, I'm going to update model part of the file with my API key and provider details. Update provider as OpenRouter, and we are all set. You can now view all the accessible models via the chat dropdown in the plugin. In order to access the free model, search for your choice of LLM like Llama, Gemma, or DeepSeek, and look out for free tag at the end of the description. For this video, I'm selecting Gemma 312B IT free model. I'm going to do a basic connection check with Continue plugin and then proceed towards the code. Connection looks good to me. In this agent1.py file, I'm going to change only the API key, model I want to access, and the prompts. Rest all code stays the same. URL and key is updated. Updating the prompt and model to access. Now we execute. And here we go. We can access the free models from OpenRouter as well. If you are able to make this work, good job. Similarly, you can play around with multiple free models, but always make sure your API keys are private. And as an added advantage for watching this video so far, I have shared this agent1.py in my GitHub repository for you to access and reuse it. I will share the link in my description. Thank you for watching this video. Be sure to like it and subscribe to my channel. Have a good day.